How do I make the most out of my intellectual property? I often tell clients that all intellectual property isn't created equal. Some things are stronger than others. Hi, I'm Jason Rosenblum. I'm an intellectual property attorney and I protect my clients' products, their brands, and their businesses from getting ripped off. So, how do you make the most of your company's intellectual property? In a perfect world, you wouldn't even think about anything. As soon as you saw something, you would go ahead and file for it, whether it was a trademark, a logo, a slogan, a new product name. You would just spend the money, go and file for it, and then afterwards hash out whether or not it was worth doing that. But because you're in business, because you need to make a profit, you need to invest your money wisely so that you build your intellectual property into an asset for your business so that it adds to the value of your company and hopefully makes money for you in the long run. So I have a chart here. It's from my book, and which is right here up on the shelf, up there. And you can get from the link below. And in this chart, it takes you through a process that you should use when you're considering whether or not to invest in intellectual property and whether or not also to invest in moving your business towards that intellectual property, whatever it is. So, first you have the idea right here. That idea could be for an invention, could be for a product, could be for a new logo, a slogan, or a new product name. So what you want to first start off is, brainstorm all the possibilities. And then once you have that, you want to start doing some business due diligence. Does this make sense to move forward with this? If it's an invention, do you want to turn it into a product and sell it? Do you want to license it? Or do you want to just get the patent and sell the patent? Who are the potential customers? Who are potential business partners? Is it sometimes, we get clients that they just want their name on a piece of IP, meaning they just want to own a patent, more as a resume builder. We take a completely different course with them. Most of our clients, 98%, are filing because it's going to add value to their business in one way or another. And then also, what's the time frame? Is this something that needs to be done now? Are you going to be taking a great opportunity now, or is it something that can happen in the future? And then once you make the business decision, if it makes sense from a business perspective to move forward with this, maybe regardless of the intellectual property rights and protection, then you say yes or no. If it's not a good idea, then go back to the beginning and brainstorm other ideas. If it is a yes, then what you want to do is you want to start looking at the legal due diligence. If it's an invention, if it's a slogan, a logo, can you use this? Are you going to be infringing on someone else's rights? You don't want to sell a new product or launch a new product and then find out that you're infringing on someone else's rights and either have to rebrand it or stop selling it because the product's infringing. You also want to understand what sort of protection will this give you. If you do decide to file for a patent or a copyright, will it give you a large, broad protection to really create a moat around your business from competitors, or would it only be narrow? I often tell clients, not all intellectual property is created equal, and that's because it's not. There's different strengths. Some patents could be stronger than others and give you broader protection. Same thing with trademarks. Some are going to be broader and provide more protection, while some might be narrower, but there still might be a reason to even file for those narrower ones. So those things should all be taken into consideration. And then based on, the cost, the time, the commitment involved, deciding whether or not it makes sense to move forward with this. You combine that legal and business analysis to decide if this makes sense to invest by preparing and filing for IP protection, or cut your losses, move on to the next idea, or sometimes even move forward maybe without the IP protection because it would be so narrow that it's not worth the investment. So that's just a little bit, Then once the IP is protected, there's other steps on how to protect it. Once the IP is registered, there's other steps on deciding on how best to protect it, potentially licensing it, other ways to make income from that investment in the intellectual property. So you can get the book in the chart down below. If you like these videos, please subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, feel free to either call, email, or put them in the comment section below. And hope you have a great day. Jason Rosenblum here, Intellectually Protecting Your Property. Can be reached at 888-666-0062. Thanks and have a great day.